Hey guys, welcome back to my YouTube channel. Today we're gonna continue reading G.I Joe. With no more further words, let's just go ahead and get started. When the entire team is inside this castle, I shall activate the 5-minute timer on my wrist that will detonate 5 tons of high explosions, which is burned under the fort. Of course, we shall be well away in my helicopter by that time. Meanwhile, the main gate is down. Let's roll. This fort is ours. Rocket launcher at 6 o'clock. Get me, Zap. Consider him scratch stealer. Ditch the tank. We'll hitch a ride with Clutch and Gram Slam. Hustle it. Things must be getting hot for Scarlet and Snake Eyes by now. Hawk should have been here by now. We can't wait any longer, Snake Eyes. We'll have to go after the Cobra Commander without support. Dr. Burhart, but we saw her drive out of the airfield. The rear gate to the airfield. Appearances can be deceiving, my lady. Please drop your weapons or I shall be forced to terminate the life functions of the good doctor here. You haven't got a chance, Commander. The entire G.I. Joe team is right behind us. I'm sure they are. But I sincerely doubt that even your illustrious team can penetrate 12 inches of case-hardened steel in a time to be of any use. That door is sliding down, cutting us from the others. Meanwhile, Stalker, what's happening to the ambush? Dr. Burhart pulled a no-show. We got the Baroness instead. But where's Scarlet and Snake Eyes? Hawk, I casted the whole fort. There's no sign of Burkhart, Scarlet, or Snake Eyes. But there's a locked steel door up there that statch charges won't scratch. Indeed, you won't be disturbed. Now that you will drop your weapons, you will kindly step to the far wall. The good doctor and I shall board our aircraft to depart. This activator will unlock the steel door in 5 minutes. No, it's a trap. That's no door timer. Stop it, you fool. You'll ruin everything. They could have saved themselves if not for me. I won't be responsible for their deaths. I won't let you kill them. He shot Dr. Burkhart, but he won't get away with it. My wrist. Man, I don't care what Gram Slam says. I ain't hauling that laser cannon back down those stairs after this. Cool it, rock and roll. Looks like we're a little too late. Scarlet, Snake Eyes, you okay? Yes, and so is Burkhart. Her arm is pretty bad shape, but it'll heal. You mean you could have led me to die, but you risked your own lives to save mine? I had presumed so many horrible things about you in the army. I guess I forgive that. No one has a monopoly on sculptures. Thank you for all. Oh my god, the timer. This whole fort is going up in less than 5 minutes. Don't worry, we'll have old Cobra himself defuse it. Hey, where is he? I put him next to the Baroness just a second ago. There. Blood from his wounded hand. That floor panel must be opened up to a hidden passage. Time's running out. We'll never get down the stairs and out the gate in time. Quick, everyone into the chopper. Zap, you're driving. Hawk, I haven't pushed a joystick on the chopper in 2 years. Relax. It's like riding a bike. You'll never forget it. Oh yeah, I used to fall off my bicycle all the time. My tank, my Jeep, my motorcycle. Don't sweat it, guys. General Austin will be glad to buy you all new sets of wheels when we show up with Dr. Burkhart. I'd like to thank you all again. I still feel that all of my political actions were justified, but at least I know somewhere in the Pentagon there are people who care. 0030 hours, the island airfield. You'll have to take the stick for the whole trip, Baroness. My hand is completely useless. Shall I pilot a course for our true headquarters, Commander? Yes. This endeavor has ended in failure. We must rest for now. And that is the end of the story, I believe. It is. Well, we're going to go on to the next story now. Hold up, let me try to find it real quick. Alright, I found it. Special bonus feature somewhere else in the Middle East. I don't like it. Scarlet, Rock and Roll, and Snake Eyes are 2 hours overdue, and that mad Colonel Sheriff has been known to behead jaywalkers. So why don't we just bop across the border and negative Clutch? We're sitting on the only escape route out of the sheriff's embargo. Our job is to secure it until Scarlet and the others can safely pass through with the tape. If you read your orders before you swallow them, you'd know that the lives of our team members are secondary to the security of that tape. Hawk, that's Pentagon double talk for if somebody gets wounded, leave them behind. I just don't feel right about sending Snake Eyes within a team under those orders. He's too likely to take them seriously. I wouldn't be too hard on him, Stalker. Cobra Commander is bankrolling Colonel Sheriff and his financially. Guardians of the Paradise are an extremely unstable element in these parts. That tape our team is bringing back contains hard information that could defuse the situation. Scarlet is the senior member of the team. The responsibilities for the tape is all on her shoulders. That tape is like a hot potato. Do not despair, brother guardians of the paradise. Even now, Colonel Sherfield himself is leading the reinforcements, dispatchment that will help you smite the running dogs of the inferior warmongers. Snake Eyes, rock and roll. You guys are in the running dogs. I'm the lame duck. What are you talking about, Scarlet? You heard the radio. The bad guys are going to be here any minute. The border is 10 miles across the desert. One person traveling light and jogging all the way could make it to the reservoirs with the tape if someone were to stay behind and hold out the guardians. I'm not leaving you, Scarlet. Those guardians are hardcore fanatics. I'll carry you if necessary. I can leave my ammo and machine gun. That's right. You'll be leaving the machine gun, but you're not carrying anything but the tape. You'll notice that Snake Eyes has the safety off on his predator. What the? He's following orders, his orders. Rock and roll, which is more than I can say for you. Now drop off your gear. Here, it's your job to now get this tape to Hawk and the others. And Snake Eyes is going to be right here behind you to make sure you don't turn back somewhere later. I reckon we'll be halfway to the border by now, Snake Eyes. I hope you know that after I hand this tape over to Hawk, I'm going to put a powerful hurting on you. Man, carrying this tape is like owning one of those legendary diamonds. The ones with curses on them. Funny, I used to think you had some feelings for Scarlet. I must have been wrong. Listen, I could take the tape and let me go back for her. Please, Snake Eyes. I never asked anything but from you before. Let me. Snake Eyes. Come on, you creeps. If you want to be the guardians of paradise, I'll send you to paradise. Snake Eyes, you crazy fool. Get over here and give me some cover fire. I think I just got some sand in my eyes. Back at the border town. Hawk, don't you think we've waited long enough? Something must have gone wrong. All the more reason for staying put. If Scarlet Team is in trouble, they must be depending on us to be here when... Flatten! It's a grenade! This is no grenade, it's the tape. What the? That sounds like someone starting a motorcycle. Don't shoot, that's rock and roll. Rock and roll, he's heading back into the desert. He wouldn't be heading back unless Scarlet and Snake Eyes were still alive. We gotta go and help him. No, they're putting everything on the line to get that tape this far. We can't fumble the pass. I guess we've got him the hot potato now. Heed me, guardians of paradise. Are we not the lions of the desert and the sworn protectors of the embassy? Sheriff. We must overwhelm these infidels with the power of our spirit. A special place is promised in paradise for all those who fall in the cause. Even now, an attack plane is seeping out our aid from the nearest airfield. But we dare not wait. My brothers, infiltration reinforcements may arrive at any moment. We must storm their position and we must win because we are strong and united and they are weak and cowardly. Snake Eyes, I have to admit that I didn't expect you to come back for me, but I appreciate the gesture. But it's a stupid waste. We've still got 2 clips left and that's it. You still got time to make a run for the border. However, at that moment, charge! Sheriff! Well, both our guns are dry now, and they're overrunning us with the next wave. I've been saving my 2 shots and my backup piece. I don't know about you, but I don't want to be captured. Hey, what's coming over that hill? It's rock and roll. Eat hot lead, turkeys. Rock and roll. You were supposed to deliver the tape. I did. Hop on. There's no time for small talk. Hawk is holding the hot potato now. Airstrike. The infidels are escaping on motorcycle. Now. Hawk, you saved us. You blasted that buzzer off our backs. You're the last guy I would expect to come back for us. Where's the hot potato? The tape? Stalker's got it. If he made it to the airfield in time, he's halfway to Gilbertrate by now. Dinner time, Mr. Stalker. What would you like with your steak? A potato. And make it real hot. The end. That's the end of that story. Now, we're gonna do the next story, which is something. Let me hold up. Let me figure out what the title is. The Panic at the North Pole. So that little thing I was reading earlier, I think it was like a little add-on. Like, if you guys remember from my Walking Dead story, when at the end of the last chapter, chapter 8, they had the little thing with Morgan and his son Dwayne seeing what they were doing. I think that what I was just reading was something like that, like a side chapter, side piece, I think you'd call it. Anyways, time for the actual next story. Let me start now. The North Polar ice caps. It looks bad, General Flag. One of our researcher stations has been wiped out in a commando-style raid. All personnel dead, all records missing. We had lost contact with this station a week ago, and severe weather conditions prevented any sort of relief mission. Now this, it doesn't make sense. The nearest settlement is 100 miles away across the ice, the Russian research station. But why would they commit such a overact and stupid act? I could load up my air mobile boys and buzz Ivan's base for a look-see. Negative, Colonel. There's been no word from Moscow. Let's not risk making a sticky situation any stickier. Seal the station and clamp a security lid on your personnel unit until further notice. Will do, sir. Over and out. General Austin, could be that the Moscow brass doesn't know what happened. Men have been known to go bonkers in the Arctic from isolation. Flag. If Moscow really is in the dark, then maybe we can salvage some from the situation. Perhaps our team stumbled on something so secret that the Russian station personnel were afraid to inform their superiors of the breach in security. We better cover ourselves and check it out. Send in the G.I Joe team. Indeed, I have already taken the liberty of putting the dossers on the four team members best qualified as this mission. I suspected as much. It's a shame they're all on leave after their last assignment, somewhere in Wisconsin. What a setup. This is perfect. Perfect. Come on, baby. Don't bolt on me now. Hold up. Hold still for 1 second and do. Dag. He's been scared off. E5, Lonzo, Wisconsin, codename Stalker. General Flag has canceled your leave. Yeah, I'm about to cancel your face. I've been tracking that stag for 6 hours. And you, Joker, just have blown my perfect shot at the computer lab at MIT. Who's the cute guy running the crystalline fracture point program? They call him Breaker. Works for the government. Comes in every other month or so to play with the computers. But I'd like to meet with him, but I don't want to come off too forward. He seems a little shy. It's almost coffee break. Why don't we both invite him down to the commissionary for a snack? I could manage to get lost. Good idea, huh? He's gone? The San Diego Civi Arena. Half point for Orana. 30 seconds remaining for this match. Are you E5 Shana O'Hara, codename Scarlet? Who's asking? I'm under the orders from General Flag to escort you back to your duty station. Your leave has been canceled. Flag, why didn't you say so? Couldn't you have waited till I made the point? No, ma'am. I don't think my opponent is ready to concede. Please excuse me while I attend to business. Kaya! Columbian University basement. Hey, you can't just barge in here. This is obligatory. You have no jurisdiction. Don't cross me, mister. I've had a rough day. Okay, Mr. Rank, Clasherfield Snake Eyes. Your leave has been canceled, so you can pull your wet little Bob out of there. And oh my god, that face. He's far more presentable if you guys give him time to put on his mask. We've grown accustomed to his appearance. He spends up to 8 hours at a time in that total sensory deprived unit. Well, better get dressed, soldier. You got a plane to catch. Later, over the Arctic, So we still don't know what happened to our research station. We're hoping that you guys can find that out. I must stress that the point that is reconciliation mission, your primary objective is observation. You are not to intact. Hold up. You are not to initiate any contact with the opposition. If fired upon, you are to withdraw in an orderly manner and conduct the command center for further instructions. Breaker has been issued a new communication rig which has the capability of sending and receiving teleprints. Rely visual intelligence as for you to gather it. We will forward any new data as you need it. Your secondary mission is to the retrieval of the missing records from our research station. I don't care how you get them as long as you don't compromise the primary mission. In other words, don't get caught. We're dropping you within marching distance of the Russian station. Get ready to hit that silk. And good luck. Good luck. He says like we're gonna need it. Listen up, Breaker. This is going to be a piece of cake. We'll be packing the latest high-tech hardware. Stalker, there's one piece of equipment General Flag neglected to give us. What's that? His bag of dirty tricks. Later, we'll set up our blind and dig under cover this power flurry. The Russian station is right below us. We might be in a long way. Those Russians Kuonosets huts are buttoned up tighter than a clam with a lockjaw. They're probably sitting in their feet in hot stoves, sipping tea and chewing caviar. 6 hours later, heads up, someone's coming across the ice. Impossible. Aside from the American station, the nearest settlement is thousands of miles away. It's an Imusuki with a dog sled. A hunter who got lost? No, Imusuki gets lost 1,000 miles worth. Besides, what do you hunt with a 30 cal belt field machine gun? He's strolling like he owns the place. Out already couldn't have been in there for more than a minute. Now he's taking off towards the coast. Where did he come from and where is he going? That's not the $10,000 question, Scarlet. What I want to know is, why did he leave the door open? You're right, Stalker. Don't leave the doors open here. Unless nobody's home. If nobody's home, we can't initiate contact with the opposition, right? Right, besides, it's gotta be warmer in there than out here. We do it by the numbers. Snake Eyes and Breaker will go in high. Scarlet and I will go in low. Ready? Yo. Now. Good lord. Ain't this a kicker in the head? The Russian scientists are all dead, frozen stiff. By the looks of it, they have been like this for at least a week. Poor devils, their heating unit must have conked out. Hey, this setup here is from a long-range ultra-low frequency beam transmission. That's a biological frequency that can affect humans' brainwaves. But the key part is missing, the frequent motor. The Emisko. Look, the safe has been rifled. I bet that Emisko's got the American records as well as the Russians. Snake Eyes, what is it? What's wrong? Uh-oh. Nuduk left us a surprise. I'll bet he's run off the mile Misko. Brilliant deduction, Breaker. Thanks. That Misko's good, too good. He's got to be working for the Russians. They probably bought him by plane. But if they're really going to play it safe, they'll be picking him up by submarine. That's why he's marking for the coast. Here is the film I shot from the blind. Radio teleprint it back to General Flag, and let's see if he can get us a make on a bubbler chewing friend. A reply might take a while, Stalker. We're not gonna be waiting. We're breaking camp and we're going after him. What? We'll never catch up to him. He's got a dog sled and we're walking. We're not walking. We're running. He's got no need to hurry. He doesn't know that anybody's following him. Many cold miles later. Hold it, Breaker. Your teleprint is clacking away. General Flag must have dug up on dose on our Misko. So we see some information about him. His name is Kinwin. No one knows his date of birth, his POB. We know his height is 6'10". He weighs about 260 pounds. He's a freelance special ops enforcer, has worked for the CIA, MOS, KGB, MI6, and other secretive agencies. He's an expert tracker, hunter, woodsman, speaks English, Russian, French, Finnish, and German. and has three into dialects, expert with a rifle, pistol, and longbow, harpoon, and plastic explosive. He never lies. He always fulfills his contractual obligations to the letter and will not divulge any information about his former employees or operations for any reason. So he sounds like a pretty good guy. I get not a pretty good guy, but he sounds pretty tough, I guess. Phew. This guy has all the earned markings of the dreaded of all the antagonists, the highly most motivated individual. It's almost dark here, or as dark as it can get up here at this time of year. Kingwood will have the camp soon. If we double time it all the way, we might catch up to him before he starts up again. 5 hours later, there's Kingwood toasting his toes in a nice warm fire. That must be the plane that brought him here. Pairs to have landed cracked upon landing. Where's the pilot and navigator? Kingwood's file doesn't mention flight training. They're either dead or waiting ahead at the submarine to pick up point. Heck, let's take them. Our man has you covered, Kingwood. Don't make a sudden surprise. Huh? Very good. You arrived sooner than I expected. This is a fail-safe remove detonator. If I release my grip on it, there will be 50-foot craters where you now stand. I advise you to drop your weapons. They are no use to you. They are no further use to you. It's ironic that your fear makes you comply. Did you know that the Russians were using their research station to beam low-frequency waves at the U.S. in an experiment to induce mass paranoia? Put your packs on that sled. The shielding on their transmitter leaked and the Russian crew became quite paranoid. Is this your radio? They thought the Americans were spying on them, so they killed them. When their heater broke down, they were too far gone to fix it. Krah! I was hired to retrieve the American records and the Russian frequency modulator and destroy the evidence of the crew of this plane. It's waiting for me at the base camp by the sea where a sub will pick us up precisely noon tomorrow. The Russians are quite punctual, never early, never late, always right to the button. Why are you telling us all this? According to your dossier, you never indulge one IOA information to a single living person. Snake Eyes, what are you trying to? Oh. The Shadow Man has the eyes of a sad man. He sees the spirits of the snow, engages his soul like a hungry bear. I tell you my secrets because you are dead men. You have no supplies, no radio. Farewell. He is right, we had it. If we start back right now, we might stand a chance to getting back the American research station. No, we go after him. This is what we have to do. Minutes later, you're right, Stalker. This plane compass is still functional, and the navigator table is loaded with maps of this sector. Snake Eyes has got the landing ski demolished, and I've got the lightweight passenger seats. The parachutes are intact. We've got all the parts we need to build an ice boat. The winds are strong up here. We ought to be able to outrun the dog sled. We shall sail on course at slight angles to keeping well out of sight. We'll tackle over before we reach the sea, intersect its route, and lay our ambush. Why are you bringing the explosive? Kingwood left them behind because he knew they were worth less without their detonator cap. Snake Eyes insists on taking them. I can't always figure out what he's got planned, but he always got a good reason for doing anything. Shortly, this passenger under the ice bridge is Kingwood's most direct route to the coast. It would be perfect spot to plant explosives if we have something to detonate with them. Hey, look what Snake Eyes just pulled out of his boot. 2 loaded clips of ammo. I should have known that he always has a secret stash. Hurry, empty the primers and powder into my canteen cup. 30 minutes later, when I pull the length of the parachute cord and 200 pounds of slab of ice is going to crush the canteen cup full of primer and powder, setting off a small explosion that will detonate the plastic explosions and cause the ice bridge to collapse. He's coming. And this is where I'm going to end off the G.I Joe reading for now. It's nice that we finished at least the first book and got to the second issue. So the reason why, I don't know if I mentioned why I'm doing it like this. I did mention it in my last video. It's because I don't want to read so much, like 30 minutes, and I get bored. Another reason why I'm doing it is because G.I Joe is weird because I did a little bit of reading it before I actually started reading it for YouTube. But what I realized is that some of the stories are long, some of the stories are short. etc. So I was like, I'm gonna just read till I get bored. Fun fact, this book has 50 issues, so I don't know how many videos I'm gonna do for it. Hopefully I can have a good amount of content for this. As for The Walking Dead, I'm hoping I can get the second compendium soon, since I'm gonna get paid soon for work, hopefully. And with that, I can be able to get the second compendium. If not, I'll see if I can do any favors for my mom and then get that book. Well, no more further words. See you guys later, and thank you for watching my reading video. See y'all. Goodbye now.